Two of the best teams in each league. This is a potential World Series matchup. Brewers have won the first two games in this series. And how about this pitching matchup? Brandon Woodruff, his 10th start of the year against Max Scherzer, a future Hall of Famer. And we are in for a treat here on a beautiful afternoon.
And you know what Max Scherzer has been doing for the Blue Jays: 6 or more innings in 6 consecutive starts.
One away, here is Jackson Chourio.
So he's 20 years younger than Max Scherzer. He was 4 when Max Scherzer made his major league debut.
Slow roller up the middle. Here is Bo Bichette. Close play, not in time. Chourio beats it out. Brewers have speed to burn up and down their lineup.
And the best thing about that is that Chourio's leg looked just fine.
Chourio into scoring position in this first inning.
William Contreras hitting cleanup today. Contreras 1 for 9 in the series.
Says Contreras on the first pitch. Sends it into left field. It is up and gone. William Contreras in ambush mode. And the Brewers grab the early lead. 2-0 on Contreras' 17th homer.
Just inside the pole, just to the left of the Blue Jays bullpen.
Oh, this is a rocket out of here.
And we told you that Scherzer's been prone to the home run ball over the course of this season, and the Brewers send one out of here right out of the gate.
And we're all excited to see Woodruff pitching here. And his last start, Vinny, doesn't really tell the story of how good he was. Just kind of fatigued out.
Springer, who is back in the DH spot today after starting in left field in yesterday's game. Ooh. And Springer got hit. A changeup up and in. And George knows it's a changeup. But I'm sure this whole Blue Jay team is like uncle already with getting hit by pitches. Now Guerrero gets his first look at Woodruff, and then he reaches for it, grounds it to first, and the two middle infielders collide, and the Blue Jays will wind up with runners at second and third. Boy, a bizarre play. You almost never see that, especially with a team that plays such good defense, but the Blue Jays just caught a huge break.
It's a rare miscue right here. Miscommunication between Terang and Monasterio.
So the error goes on Vaughn, the first baseman, on the throw. And now it'll be up to Nathan Lucas, looking for his first hit of the series. 0 for 6 so far against Milwaukee pitching. Fair ball down the left field line, and that will cash in both runners. A big first inning hit here for Nathan Lucas. A 2-out, 2-run double to tie the ball game.
What a response by the Blue Jays. What a response by Nathan Lucas.
And snuck it around that third base bag. A 2-2 ball game. That might be the biggest hit of the season for the Toronto Blue Jays right there. They really needed that one.
Now Ernie Clement, who is back into the starting lineup for the first time since Tuesday.
And Ernie sends it into center field. Is it going to drop down? It will, as Nathan Lucas turns the corner and scores, and the Blue Jays score 3 in the bottom of this inning to take a 3-2 lead.
Another fastball from Woodruff with 2 strikes, and it's in on the hands of Clement, but he fights it off and loops it into shallow center field to cash in a 3rd run for the Blue Jays here in the first.
All 3 runs unearned.
So it's a walk to Straw, and the Blue Jays have a base runner now.
And here's George Springer, who was hit by a pitch and eventually came into score in the bottom of the first. This one to left field. He's tagged it pretty well, and it's off the wall. Straw's getting the wave. On his way to the plate and in there. Now Springer to third, and he's safe. A big hit, some aggressive base running, and the Blue Jays now lead by 2.
Well, Miles Straw continues to do the little things for this team.
There was a lot going on in that play. Miles Straw hustling around the bag. But again, what a swing from George Springer. Continues to swing the bat well.
Brewers are not on top of their game right now defensively. Making some over-eager mistakes.
First couple of games, we didn't even have any runs until after the 5th inning. Today, when you had Woodruff versus Scherzer, you thought it'd be similar, but already 6 combined runs.
Terang, a fly ball to left. Back on it is Lucas. Back, and gone. And Bryce Terang, opposite field home run. And it's a 4-3 game, and Terang with his 10th home run of the month.
What a way to cap off his powerful month of August. It's an opposite field blast to get the Brewers back within a run, 4-3, leading off the third.
I mean, this kid is ridiculous and hits his 16th home run of the season.
Jackson reached on a hustle infield single that set the table for a 2-run first inning.
Chourio, a fly ball to right. That's deep too. Back in the sun. Barger, he lost it. He can't find it. Almost hit him. And Chourio into second base with a Sun double. Wow. You could tell the panic was setting in.
Cannot find it, looking directly into the sun, and it falls and drops for a double just a couple of feet away from him. No, that's a break. Got to make it hurt now.
So Contreras is up there with one away, runner at second. Contreras with a home run his last time up. Shoots that one to right. That is deep. Barger is back. This ball off the top of the wall. Chourio around third. He will score. Contreras with an RBI double. We are tied at 4. The catcher stays hot.
A wall ball for William, who's very nearly hit 2 home runs already today.
How'd that not get out? It was 104 off the bat.
It hit right off the top of the wall.
Brewers tie it up. Brewers are not out of this game, especially the way they're swinging the bats.
First and second, still 1 out. 4 hits in the inning against Scherzer.
And Scherzer's thinking, what do I got to do to get these guys out? Who are these guys? 50 pitches already for Max Scherzer.
To center field. Straw on his way over to right center, and he'll make the catch. Contreras is tagging, coming to third, and he's out. What a throw by Miles Straw.
As the Blue Jays get out of the inning and limit the damage, but the Brewers do come back to tie this ball game. 4-4 is the score.
This is crazy. They aren't exactly playing fundamental baseball right now. And with 2 outs, the Brewers have a threat.
His second hit in as many innings. The Brewers' 9th against Scherzer. Another hard hit ball grounded right between the first and second baseman. And they've got him on the corners for Jackson Chourio with 2 out, looking for the lead.
Big pitch here. Runner goes from first. They throw through. Runner coming home. The tag. They got him. Jimenez firing it right back to Heineman to get Monasterio in a slide.
They're not challenging that thing. He was out by a mile. And they punch out Monasterio at the plate.
And the Blue Jays have runners on the corners with 2 out.
Great base running from him. Aggressive base running. Now the Blue Jays have runners at first and third with 2 outs.
There's a mess on the bases now with 2 outs. See if Big Woo can get out of it.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the plate.
All right, Vladdy 0 for 2 today. Now 1 for his last 22.
Bounces it into deep short. The long throw is not in time. It'll be an infield hit and an RBI for Guerrero. And look at how relieved he is. He's been going through it. But a high chopper will go for an RBI single and give the Blue Jays the lead.
Well, he will take it, and the Blue Jays will take it.
Looks up at the heavens, kisses his hands, and says thank you as he finally gets a hit. He smiles at the dugout as Springer scores to give the Blue Jays a 5-4 lead.
Well, John Schneider has gone to the bullpen. So for Max Scherzer, it'll be 4 innings, 4 runs today. And here is Brendan Little.
Jackson Chourio was at the plate when the top of the 4th inning ended, so he's back out there.
And that one into right center, a base hit. Chourio has come back on fire. 2 hits yesterday, 3 more today. He's 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a Sun double.
This kid is unbelievable.
So the bases are loaded with nobody out after 2 misplays on the infield waiting for the scoring. I assume Little is charged or will be charged with another error.
The issues continue to unravel here for the Blue Jays in this 5th inning.
All kinds of frustration going on right now for the Blue Jays.
It's amazing. Bases loaded. Here's Sal Frelick.
He's got another one. Coming home, they get 1. Boy, that was the hardest chance he had. Made a great play with the glove. Took a half beat, underhanded it to the plate.
That's an incredible catch by Brendan Little. Tosses to Heineman at home to get the force. There's 1 away.
And it also will be the last batter for Little, and Tommy Nance is now coming in. But it's still bases loaded, 1 out, and is on in a big spot. Yeah, it's only the 5th, but it's a big spot. Swing and a miss. They'll take that too. Look at the location of that curveball.
He went to his bread and butter, got ahead with the sliders, but the curveball is his put-away pitch, and he buried it on him. What a good timing for that location.
Ground ball to short. Bichette to Guerrero, and Nance gets out of it. The Brewers loaded the bases with nobody out, and they do not score, and it's still 5-4 Blue Jays. Boy, the Blue Jays are hitting them just hard enough, but not too hard where they're carrying out to the outfielders, as Clement and Jimenez both line one into the outfield for a single.
Back-to-back base hits for the Blue Jays, 2 on with 1 away.
Bit of bad luck here for Woodruff.
Woodruff in a bit of a jam here in the bottom of the 5th. See if he can work out of it like the Blue Jays did in the top half of this inning.
Tyler Heineman comes up
to left center field. This is going a long way, and it's not going to be caught. Clement will come in to score. Jimenez is stopped at third. It's a big RBI double for Tyler Heineman.
Collins thought Churrillo was getting it, and Churrillo thought Collins was getting it, and landed in between them.
As Heineman gets up to second base. The Blue Jays tack on 1 more to lead 6-4, and they've now got second and third with just 1 away.
Straw has extremely good contact skills. Grounded up the middle for a base hit, and this will score 2. A 2-run single for Straw, who's having a big couple of days, and it's 8-4.
Such a good contact hitter, and that's when that comes into play. And he put it in play all right, and he also found a hole right over the mound.
That looks to be it for Big Woo.
Boy, all the promise of Woodruff v. Scherzer on this Sunday afternoon, and neither one of them are going to be around past the 5th.
It is an 8-4 Blue Jays lead as we head to the 6th inning here in Toronto.
This is line to left, a sliding catch by Nathan Lucas. What a nice play out and left.
When you score 3 runs to increase your lead, you want a nice quick comeback in this next inning, and ideally you get the leadoff man, and this just by inches.
This is moments ago. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who had been on base, stopping on his way towards the dugout to get his glove and his cap, and a little pep talk for Jeff Hoffman.
We see a lot of these little subtleties throughout the course of the ball game. We saw George Springer dealing with Brendan Little in there, just trying to pick up a teammate. Vladdy doing everything he can to get Hoffman back on track and in the right frame of mind for this one.
Ground ball to third. Clement's got it, and the Blue Jays win it. Jeff Hoffman comes on in the 9th and gets the last 3 outs of the afternoon, and the Blue Jays do indeed win the final game of this series as they beat the Brewers by a score of 8-4.